Now, we've got a great opportunity if you've got any questions.
Yes, yeah.
If you just please get onto the internet, email in to studio@shopontv.co.uk, and then we can get the question. Well, we can
Right
ask
here
the questions
in the studio,
straight
yeah.
to Alex, and you can get the answers straight away, which is brilliant.
And now we've mentioned Alex. He has joined us on the other side of the bed. As we say, we always have guest experts here at Shop on TV. And Alex, you join us for lots of our interior products.
Yeah.
When it comes to silk, though, I know this is one of your favourites since you've experienced it.
Again, and that's the thing when we're talking about silk. With everything that I bring here, I can't sleep on every mattress. I can't sleep under every duvet. I can't sleep on every pillow. So I will always tell people what I do use and what I don't use. The duvet, the silk duvet, I do use. And what I want to get across today, the importance of Serenity Silk, what we're talking about here is temperature regulation. I'm going to tell you loads of stuff about silk, washing, care for it, what we can do, what we can't do, what I recommend, how I recommend to use it. But for anybody who sleeps on their own or shares their bed with somebody, if you are someone who runs really, really hot, if perhaps it's that time of life where you get very, very sweaty, the benefits of silk are huge when it comes to sleeping. But at the same time, if you're someone who runs very, very cold as well, it has the insulation benefits. All of that I'm going to go through. I'm going to explain how it works, how it does it as well. But as you said, any questions that anyone has at home, please feel free to ask me. And if I don't know the answers, I'll say, that's a great one. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to ask a question. What is so special about this particular mulberry silk duvet?
So the actual brand that we're bringing here today, first and foremost, is really important. So what we're bringing to you today is Serenity Silk. Now, Serenity Silk are part of the Mulberry Silk Company. So a lot of people that might be thinking, oh, I've heard of Mulberry Silk. It's that company, but this is an exclusive for Shop on TV, okay? And I can show you here what we've done with this. It can only be found here on Shop on TV. And this is Serenity Silk. This is the brand, and we've packaged it beautifully for you. So we've got it in this fantastic recyclable cardboard box that you've got that it comes with. So again, if you're gifting it for someone, it could be fantastic, especially obviously with what we've got coming just around the corner.
Yes.
But the packaging inside, let me just open it up and show you. It's like me in a box, basically, but the lady in there is much more attractive than I am. It will tell you all of your care details, but will also tell you all about the silk and the benefits of silk. But more importantly, people at home might be thinking, where's the duvet? There's a duvet in the box here. This is a double duvet that is packaged in here. It's super lightweight. There will be people at home that are thinking, really? That light?
Now, straight away, I'm thinking, if it's that lightweight, how's it going to keep me warm in the winter months?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I really want to get into with silk, because when we talk about silk as well, and we talk about the benefits of it, silk is amazing. It's a natural, it's Mother Nature at her best. It really, really is. I should also add to that you've got 100% cotton on the outside as well, so it really is the two very, very best breathable natural products.
And on top of all of that, it comes with a 10-year warranty on a duvet.
On a duvet, exactly, and that's the beauty. A duvet that you can wash, a duvet that you can tumble dry, and I know you'll have questions about care with that, and I'll come into them. But to answer your question, Sean, it's down to the silk. How does it work? How does something that's so lightweight work and give us heat? And the best way I can give you the example is silk is an amazing conductor of heat, okay? It drapes to our body, first of all, so it will mold. This duvet will mold to your body as you lay underneath it. So the silk will literally be all over you.
So there's no hot or cold
spots.
No you never get that draft going down your back.
It can't do, because it will mold to you.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
But what it does, when we're hot, silk has the ability, if we start with somebody who runs very, very hot, for example, if you're someone at home that really does get very hot and sweaty, silk has the ability to draw 30% of moisture off your skin. Okay, so actually take it, if you're sweating, actually takes it off the skin, but it doesn't hold it into the duvet itself. It will then dissipate it into the atmosphere. It can hold up to 30% of its own body weight in moisture and still feel dry to touch. So for anybody that runs hot, it will constantly wick away that heat. But where it's very, very clever, if there are two of you that sleep under the duvet, Hayley, the lovely thing about this is the person next to you might be very, very cold. So if you run very, very cold, it recognizes, the silk actually recognizes, okay, well, a lot of heat is escaping, because no matter how cold we feel, we will always emit heat. It's just what we do. A little bit of heat will come from us. It traps that heat in our body and insulates us. So suddenly you've got a husband and a wife or two partners or whatever it may be, a little bit like a car, it's got climatic control. You've got climate control under the same duvet, where someone who's running really hot is having the moisture wicked away from them, yet the person next to them, less than a metre away, is being kept insulated and warm.
So it's always that right duvet for everybody. So when someone's not kicking it off one side and then someone's not tucking it under the other side, it's working with you.
All year round you can use this duvet. And it makes, whenever I talk about it, I think about the questions that people ask me. So if you don't mind me, I'm going to ask, I'm just thinking of one that's just popped into my head straight away. People say to me, what TOG rating is it?
Exactly, yeah.
Because
that's what you do traditionally.
Absolutely, especially this time of year when we're so cold as well. People think, oh, I've got to get my 12, I've got to get my 13 TOG duvet on. You don't do that with silk because it's natural. TOG ratings were invented in the 1940s and they were invented for synthetic duvets. Now, with a synthetic duvet, they're great because they keep you warm. They really do, because they mirror the heat that you put in. So the heat from you goes into your synthetic duvet, your hollow fibre duvet, and it bounces back towards you. That's how it keeps you heat. It's your body keeping you warm.
That's why you can get quite clammy under those, can't you?
Yeah, because the heat can't escape. So it sends the heat back to you. That's why you've got one leg out or half of you in the bed. And we may be used to that. We may toss and turn and things like that. But that contributes to giving probably the most disturbed sleep for most people is temperature regulation.
Disturbed sleep. They call it toxic sleep because you're not actually in that deep restorative sleep that's so important. Temperature regulation is so important when you're trying to sleep.
Hugely important as well. And depending on what time of life you are in, not only depending on what time of life you're in, but what time of season it is as well. An all-season duvet, in
so
the summer...
we don't need to get another duvet, we don't need a blanket. This is going to give us the perfect duvet.
Perfect temperature.
Or spring or summer or winter.
Yeah, it works on our temperature. So even in the winter, even now when it's as cold as it is outside, the beauty of this is what I sleep under. It drapes to you, it moulds to you, and it literally captures your heat and puts that heat back into you. But when you start to get too hot, when you start to sweat, the silk realises, hang on a minute, I need to turn things around here and allow that to dissipate into the atmosphere.
I think what we've got to address straight away, because we've got this duvet.
It's funny because we had a meeting before the show and we've got this duvet, you've got this duvet, and probably another 3 people in the meeting have this duvet. And we've worked with so many different duvets, but this is the duvet of our choice. But what you've got here is absolute quality as well. We're talking AAA grade mulberry silk for a start.
But it's not the weight, is it, that you would normally expect?
Well, no, because it is silk. It's got that lightness to it, but it's got that ability to keep you warm and keep you cool. Yeah.
And if you think about it as well, if you talk about the British Army, for example, when the British Army are on their drills in the Brecon Beacons, or mountaineers, when mountaineers are up Everest or K2, or when we go walking, a lot of us, you see, they have these very, very thin coats, obviously, because you don't want to be carrying and wearing a heavy coat when you're walking, and the same with a sleeping bag if the Army are doing drills. Most of the linings that you'll find within these sleeping bags, certainly with the British Army, are silk lined for that reason, so that they can sleep in the summer times, obviously when it's warmer, but even in the depth of winter as well. You think about the actual silkworm, and again, I'm going to come into this in the life of silk, and you asked a great point there about what does AAA grade mean. But you think about a silkworm. The silkworms traditionally are found in either India or they're found in China. Now, you think in Mumbai, for example, Mumbai can go up to 32 degrees in the day and it can drop to -8 at night. But these silkworms that are in these silk cocoons, just like what we are sleeping underneath this, are kept beautifully cool when it's the hottest point of the day in China or in India. But at the same time, when it gets very, very cold, it keeps them insulated. We are the same.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's so clever. So 100% mulberry silk filled with your Serenity range. But then on the outside, you've got 100% cotton outer. So that's why it works with your body temperature.
Yeah, 233 thread count as well.
Brilliant.
On that.
So really nice. It feels so crisp.
And then you mentioned it can be washed. I'm sure a lot of people at home will be thinking, really, I can wash a silk duvet?
Yeah, so you can wash. We recommend you wash it on a lower heat. So we recommend you wash it on 30. You can also tumble dry it as well,
which is amazing.
So, but the questions I get with that all the time, people are saying to me, hang on a minute, you can't wash silk. I've had silk before. If you've washed it, it bunches, and you're absolutely right, okay? If silk is in a duvet, a pillow, it doesn't matter how it comes. If you cut silk, which a lot of people do because they blend silk, we're talking about 100% the same silk here, mulberry silk, but a lot of companies will take silk pieces, they'll chop it together, they'll cut it and blend it. That isn't the problem. The problem is that they've cut it. So if you cut silk and you wash it, it naturally shrinks. So that's why it will bunch. The reason why this silk will never ever bunch is because it is one long thread all the way throughout. Each silkworm, each silk cocoon, if you were to unravel a silk cocoon, it's amazing. The actual and unbroken, the filament, is 1 mile to 1.5 miles long.
Gosh.
It's incredible. These duvets are handmade. They take 2 ladies or 2 gentlemen a day and a half to hand stitch and hold together and pull together. And what they do is they don't break the silk. So they pull 1.5 miles stretched all the way around the duvet. They anchor it in beautifully in this box cassette construction as well, which means there's nowhere for the silk to move. You're not got to worry about the filling moving down and falling down to the bottom. So what it means is you have a duvet that is built to last. And when I say built to last, the lifespan of these is 25 to 30 years.
Well,
We've had ours, well, over 20 years. We were trying to work it out, over 20 years for sure. And ours looks virtually brand new. You wouldn't know it was that old.
I did
no way.
I did an exhibition show 3 weeks ago where I was talking about the silk and explaining it and telling people. I told you this story and I love it because a lady came up to me and she was lovely. She was in her 70s and she came up to me and she said to me, "Oh, is this mulberry silk? I bought this from the Ideal Home show 22 years ago." Okay, so I said to her, "Oh, okay, yeah, it is. Yours must be getting a little tatty now. Are you looking for a new one?"
Rude.
Well, it was. Well, she was not impressed with me. She said to me, "It is not looking tatty at all. I've come to get one of your pillows, young man." So I thought, wow, okay.
Alex just mentioned the pillows. We will be going to the pillows. And do you know what? When we first got ours, the gentleman who owns this company said to us, "Take one home, try it."
He did. Said,
Before
try
we
it,
actually
sleep
bought, take
on
one
it.
home and try it. Because I said, it's too thin. It's not going to keep me warm.
Because I'm very, I can be very cold when I get into bed, so it takes me ages to then get warm. But then when I'm warm, then I'm too hot in bed. But I was like, I'm never going to get warm under that duvet because it's so thick. You won't believe how thin it is. But my goodness, it was one of the best buys. It changed the way we slept.
Yeah, both of us. And we both.
Because you're like the opposite to me.
Yeah, we both run at very different temperatures at night. But if I'm too hot, it releases the heat through all those natural fibres. If Hayley's too cold, it locks the heat in. And like you said earlier, it drapes over your body beautifully.
It's like your cocoon.
Doesn't leave that wind tunnel in between.
You roll over and then you can feel a draft going down your back. Now, something we haven't mentioned is the allergy certificate.
This is great.
So I know a lot of people with allergies love to sleep under silk, and this is very much the reason why. And Alex, it's great to have this certificate, and this certificate isn't something anybody can get.
No,
and you only have it for a year. You have to apply for it, renew it
every year. That's right. This is a certificate from Allergy UK. Now, to the best of my knowledge, this is the only silk duvet in the whole of the UK that carries this certificate. Very, very difficult to obtain as well. It is from Allergy UK. Allergy UK are based out of Warwick University. It is a certification that is recognised in 135 different countries. And this particular certificate is for the reduction of live house dust mites within this duvet. What does that mean? Anybody who suffers, and I'm not making any medical claims here, I'm going to tell you exactly as it's written on the certificate. So anybody who suffers from allergies, for example, this comes with this certificate. What it means by the reduction of live house dust mites. Silk is a natural product, first of all. Silk in its raw state is naturally hypoallergenic, okay? Dust mites like to live in warm, moist, damp environments. The hollow fibre duvet that I just spoke to you about, for example, that gets wet and hot and sweaty, they love it in there. It's like a holiday camp for them.
Moist environment.
Moist environment. The beauty that you have with silk is two things. Because it's breathable, therefore it's going to be less hot and humid in there, and therefore obviously there's going to be a reduction of house dust mites because they're not going to be wanting to be in that environment. But also silk by its own nature, because the silk fibres are, I mean, literally so silky. It's the only way I can think of it. But it means that the actual dust mites, if you look at a dust mite, if you have a, well, you probably don't because you have more of a life than I do. But if you look at a dust mite, it's like a little crab. It comes with pincers, and those pincers try to clip on to whatever it is, like hollow fibre. But with the silk strands, because they're so smooth, they find it very difficult to hold on to them as well. Right. So you therefore have a natural reduction. So anybody who suffers from any type of allergy that is looking for a duvet that has been designed to help improve them, this comes with that allergy certificate as well.
And that's going to work alongside with the pillows as well, which is fantastic.
Now I'm just, on all the duvets, you've got a little zipper, haven't you? So you can look at the silk inside. That's about seeing the quality of the silk.
And deliberate as well. That was done deliberately by the team at Mulberry Silk. The reason why, you can see Sean showing you it there. Now this is, we call it a small envelope. It's only a small envelope. People have asked me before, oh, do I need to take the duvet off? No, you don't. This is the reason why we've done this, is because not only are we so confident about the product that we're talking about here, but they wanted the customer to feel it, to see the silk, to feel it in its natural raw state.
Why is it so white? Because it's so white, isn't it?
It is. It is the purest silk that you will find as well. This is known as AAA grade mulberry silk. Now, the reason why it's so white, when we talk about silk, silk comes, obviously, people know this, if you don't, it comes from the silkworm. But it's very much the old adage of you are what you eat.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you feed a silkworm, let's say orange peel and lettuce leaves, you will get a lower grade of silk. You will get a silk that's kind of yellowy. Okay. If you like, all right? It's the equivalent of myself going to a fast food restaurant, all right? You know, I'm feeding myself, but I'm not perhaps giving myself the best food that I could be giving myself. However, if you feed a silkworm from the mulberry tree, now there are 3 different mulberry trees. There's a black, a red and a white mulberry tree. If you feed silkworms from the white mulberry tree, that is AAA grade. That is the very, very finest food you can give to a silkworm to produce this quality of silk. This is Gordon Ramsay triple-star Michelin food that you're giving to the silkworm, and that's what gives you the very, very finest silk. What Mulberry Silk, Serenity Silk, what they will do, what they will not compromise on, every single duvet, every single pillowcase, every single pillow that you get home will be made out of this silk. When they run out of the mulberry leaves, because they do, it's a natural resource, and these silkworms, they eat 10,000, okay, 10,000 times their body weight in these leaves. They go into an aluminium tray full of the leaves, and they go into a darkened room for 35 days. Not 36 days, not 34 days. It has to be precise. That's why this is such a wonderful product, because of everything that goes into it to create these duvets. And that's why they built a duvet to last, a duvet that should last you 25 to 30 years.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's so clever, and the fact that nearly the whole team here have got these duvets, because once you experience it and you feel it, you see what a difference
it changes
it can actually make.
The way you sleep, doesn't it? And if you're struggling with sleeping, perhaps you are too cold and too warm at night, or perhaps you and your partner fall out about the duvet. You know, you want a blanket on, they want the duvet off because they're too hot. This is giving you a duvet that will be right for you, whatever time of year it is, whether it is spring or summer or autumn, or whether it's winter. So whether it's freezing cold outside, this is going to actually keep you nice and warm. But then if it warms up, it's also going to sort of wick away the moisture and take away that heat, and then keep you at that right temperature. Because if you're waking up through the night, you're not getting a good night's sleep.
No, you're getting that disturbed sleep. It's that what they call toxic sleep.
And we need
now, we've got to remind you a couple of things. Prices. Prices are great. We've got great savings. We've got PayPal Pay in 3. So if you want to spread the cost, interest-free, you can register. As long as you're eligible for PayPal Pay in 3, you can spread the cost of your duvets,
you can use that on our website,
across
can't you?
3 interest-free payments. We've popped those details on the screen for you on the double size. Now, remember, all sizes come under the same item number. So 084484 is that item number. Your double, when you select that, you'll pay £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments, and that includes your postage. Delivery's brilliant with us here. Lots of different ways to shop as well.
Yep, obviously you can shop on the website, you can shop on the phones as well. The phone number is really easy. It's 03333 241 241. If you're thinking about Christmas, we have got Christmas delivery. It will be delivered well in time for Christmas as well. It could be a perfect Christmas gift to someone that's just moving into a new home. Perhaps you've got a wedding coming up in the new year. But if you're not sleeping well, if you're not getting on with your duvet, if you're always really clammy in a morning, or perhaps it's your little one, perhaps they're waking up really early and they've always got a clammy sort of a pyjamas. They've always got sort of damp hair. They're always a little bit overwarm. That's perhaps what's woken them up. And this duvet really could make that difference. And if it is a duvet for a little one, any accidents goes into the washing machine, which is incredible. And don't forget, a 10-year warranty.
10-year warranty.
And we've had ours over 20 years.
20 years, yeah, and it's good as new. We pop it in the washing machine, 30-degree wash. We always, when we change the bed, if it's a bright day, hang it out on the line and let the UV lights get to it, because that revitalises it as well. So just choose your size from single through to Super King, standard UK sizes as well. The fact you've got the opportunity to get a silk duvet, and with
Triple A grade.
Yeah, the finest quality. No silk blend here. It's 100% mulberry silk filled, and it's Serenity exclusive to us here at ShopOnTV. Everything's easy with us. The phone number, the website, and even the delivery and how to order.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV.
My goodness, it's great to have your company this morning. Do remember, with Mulberry Silk, we don't have thousands and thousands of stock. It is a product that we do the shows when we have the stock, because it's all natural. Obviously, it's not available every single day of the year.
So get it whilst we've got it in stock, whichever size you want to go for. But that's not all we've got. If you're looking for the ideal Christmas present, and everything's delivered in time for Christmas with us here at ShopOnTV, whatever you're ordering right now, it will be delivered in time for Christmas. But we've got these fantastic pillows, silk surround pillows from Serenity with mulberry silk with a core support in the middle. So you've got your silk duvet, so you're sleeping underneath that. Serenity Silk bringing us exclusively, once again, a silk pillow. The fact that this is surrounded with that lovely long strand AAA grade mulberry silk. It's got that gorgeous quilted finish on the outside, piped edge detailing, again machine washable. That's so important, I think, when it comes to a pillow.
Well, that's amazing for a pillow, and of course it's got all the qualities of the duvet we were talking about. So wicking away moisture, keeping you cool through the sort of hot times and keeping you warm through the cold times. So it's the perfect
breathable
pillow
as well,
all year round. If you sometimes wake up with that sort of bed hair always because your pillow's just really too hot for you, with silk, remember, it works with your body temperature very much, so it's going to adapt to whatever's going on. So it's the perfect solution for any sleep issues. So a silk pillow, great present idea, but great to treat yourself
first as well. It's got that lovely softness because of the silk, but it's got that core support, so it gives you the right support as well. If you've been looking for a new pillow, if you've tried this pillow and that pillow and the other pillow, this could be the answer for you. We're going to look at that in more detail in a minute. So, 024035. However, something you discovered a while ago that you love, silk pillowcases.
Absolutely love these. Do your own research on these. Have a little look why a silk pillowcase is so good, perhaps for your skin or for your hair. Just go onto the internet and do a little bit of research. Why celebrities travel with silk pillowcases, because they want to look fresh when they get off the plane. We have got, for the first time, colour options. And when I bought mine, there was only a white, but now you've got a gorgeous Arctic white, which is like the lovely blue that we've got there. So it's like a sort of a grey blue, which is stunning. You have got your white as well. This is a gorgeous colour, the golden one.
Desert Dream. Oh, it's such a, it looks like a bottle of champagne, doesn't it?
It does.
Desert Dream, that lovely rich champagne colour.
And then we've got the sage as well. And price-wise, they're silk on both sides.
Yep.
So you haven't just got silk on the top, which you often find, and it is 100% mulberry silk. So again, we're talking AAA grade.
A £10 saving on the price on these for you. 001108 is your item number. You always need that item number at the top of the screen to order. If you've not shopped with us before, it's really simple. Go to the website at shopontv.co.uk.
Now, on the website, you'll also find we've got a mattress, the Cocoon mattress, which is also from the Mulberry Silk Company. It's also from Serenity. You've got a most amazing mattress here that really is going to allow you now to sleep on mulberry silk. So you're sleeping on that gorgeous silk that works with your body temperature. It's been designed to give you everything you need for a good night's sleep. You've got the coolness when you need it. You've got the comfort. It's 100% breathable as well. You've got beautiful support with this. You've actually got some very clever individual pocket springs, so giving you the support that you need, but then giving you sort of the right ingredients to make sure you and your partner are comfortable. Now, size-wise, do check out the sizes that we have got available. We've got the options here from double through to Super King. And remember, 100% breathable silk filling. You've got the coil springs, 10 years warranty with this as well. And this is going to help you stay cool through those hot months. But again, it's going to keep you at the right temperature through the winter
All those
months as well.
benefits that we've talked about with silk, you're going to get
A
with your
massive
mattress.
savings.
Yeah, huge savings on the usual prices.
Got up to about
that you'll see there.
£350 savings on some of
Brilliant.
those, yeah.
So if you're looking for a mattress, maybe you want to get the whole solution. You want the mattress, you want the fabulous duvet, the pillows and the pillowcase, all with those silk benefits. And if you want to take advantage of PayPal Pay in 3, you can do that if you register online. As long as you're eligible, you've got 3 interest-free payments.
But just remember, while we've got the stock, do grab them, and of course delivered in time for Christmas as well. Now we're going to move on to the pillows now, and the pillows are a real treat. I know for many years, Raymond, that actually owns the company, was asked after he'd come up with the duvet, can they not make a pillow?
Yeah.
Can we not have a pillow in silk? Talk us through why this is going to make such a difference to you when you're sleeping.
Well, lots of reasons, really. One, obviously, a lot of people are going to say straight away when we talk about a pillow is comfort, because you're sleeping, again, on 233 thread count cotton on the outside, so very breathable, but a lot of pillows have got cotton on the outside. It's what's inside and the benefits of what's inside it which matter, because inside here are hundreds of thousands of miles of, in fact, I shouldn't say hundreds of thousands, let's say thousands and thousands of miles, but still, people are going, did he say, he means meters? No, I mean miles. Thousands and thousands of miles of unbroken AAA grade mulberry silk in here. Now, when I say thousands and thousands of miles, I mean what I'm saying. Inside the middle of this pillow, that's why it looks so soft and lovely, is a very, very small, tiny piece of fibre. You won't even be able to find it. You see as I'm trying to find it with my hand. What that is there, probably about the size of my fist, maybe a little bit smaller, to anchor. And anchoring around that, surrounding this constantly over and over and over again, are miles and miles and miles, thousands of miles of unbroken AAA grade mulberry silk jam-packed within the pillow. What that's designed to do is not only to give you that wonderful comfort and squishiness, the fact that silk is a very moldable material as well, so it will always go back to its original shape, but crucially, for those that suffer again from temperature regulation, we talk about lying underneath the duvet and keeping ourselves nice and cool or warm with the duvet. But for ladies especially, for ladies that perhaps have long hair, for people that get quite sweaty necks, the silk and the cotton on the outside, again, designed to take that sweat away off the body and literally into the pillow, but to dissipate it into the atmosphere. But the beauty with these pillows, and what I love about these pillows, is that you can machine wash them. The owner that Haley was telling you about there, Ray, for example, Ray has washed his pillow 28 times now since he's had it. He's had it for years because this is what it's designed to do. This is the beauty with silk. Silk is designed to last. These are pillows that are designed to last you for a very, very long time because you can wash them as well. So to have the fact that it's breathable, the fact that you've got the support that comes with it as well, and the fact that you can machine wash them and they come from mulberry silk. Those are really the key benefits that you'll find with the pillow, and it sits and looks beautifully on the bed. Very, very aesthetic with how it looks.
So it ticks all those airplane boxes. It helps with the body temperature.
Body temperature, absolutely.
Which is brilliant. It's breathable.
Yep.
It's comfortable. You've got support.
Machine
it's
washable. That's
which is
the real
and that
thing.
is so important with a pillow, because there's a lot of nasties that could live in a pillow, but again, it's silk. So those nasties don't really like to live in silk anyhow. But to be able to wash it from those coughs and colds and those runny noses and things, is brilliant.
And that's the beauty that you've got with. And what I'd like to say, just to tell you something about Ray, because I know Ray, I know the family very, very well. You've known Ray for a lot longer than I have.
Great family.
Brilliant family.
We worked with them for years alongside them at exhibitions and shows.
And the way that they work, and you know this as well, with their customer service, anybody who isn't satisfied with a mulberry silk or a Serenity silk product, if you get in touch with them, their customer service is fantastic. They want to help. They want you to have the experience that a lot of people are having with their products. The best example I can give you with this, because just to pick up on what Hayley was saying a little bit earlier about the pillows and how the pillows came about. When the pillows were first designed by Ray, and this was back in 2013, so they weren't for sale on ShopOnTV, they were just being sold, distributed here in the UK by Ray. They sold in 2013 just over 86,000 pillows.
86,000.
86,000.
Wow.
But with those pillows, they put a little leaflet in with them as well to say, if you are not satisfied, tell us, give us feedback. Send them back to us, because we want to make sure that we got a right pillow, absolutely right for people. So we don't mind whilst we're in the testing phase, if you like. Out of 86,000 pillows sold, they had 19. 19.
Wow.
19 returned.
My goodness.
And that gives you an idea.
Gives you an
exactly
idea.
what you're buying.
And such a long time, Raymond, went into the manufacture and the design of this pillow. It's a brilliant gift, isn't it? Don't you think?
It is. Brilliant gift, amazing price as well. Available on our website and on the phones as well. And I really do believe it's going to help you get that better night's sleep, because if you haven't got a pillow that's right for you, if you are tossing and turning, when you don't get a good night's sleep, and we blame it on so many other things, when actually I really believe it's down to what we sleep on, what we sleep under. Because if you're tossing and turning all night because you're too hot or too cold, then your duvet's not right, and we've got that solution with the mulberry silk duvet. But the same if you're waking up with sort of a crick in your neck, or you've always got a really hot, sort of sweaty head, your pillow's not right. This pillow's been designed so you've got that amazing support, but because in there you've got 100% triple A grade, which we'll go through again, mulberry silk. We're talking sort of a class of silk.
Yes.
And this is like, to me, it's like the king or the queen.
Top of the class.
Absolutely, the top of the class of silk inside, which is breathable, that helps sort of work with your body temperature. Yeah. So your head's never going to be too hot. Your head's never going to be too cold. It's going to be the right pillow, again, all year round, all season round.
And it's got that softness, but you can feel it's got the right support as well. So you've got all those key things you need. Like
you don't want a hard pillow, but you don't want a really soft pillow so your head doesn't, sort of touches the bed. It's the perfect pillow.
And a great price. This should be £60, our usual price on this. £20 off on our price here at ShopOnTV. And they're part of the Serenity range, remember? So exclusive to us here at ShopOnTV. Even with this, if you want to take advantage of PayPal, pay in 3, you can. Because it starts at £30. So on your first of 3 payments, you can see it's on the screen there, £14.98 on your first of 3 payments.
Which is fabulous. So you can use that, of course, on our website. But of course, you can order on our phones as well, which is 03333 241 241. I love that. It's such a great number. Really great to have you with us here on ShopOnTV. It's ITV's live shopping show. So easy to order it with us. And of course, all your deliveries in time for Christmas too.
After you've ordered from ShopOnTV, we aim to deliver your purchases as quickly as possible. Postage and packing charges cover standard UK delivery, which is normally 3 to 5 working days. Though depending on the carrier, you could receive your products sooner. Certain items may be offered with expedited delivery for a nominal extra charge. We'll give you a delivery estimate every time you place an order. Not going to be home or prefer to have your packages arrive at a different address? No problem. Just enter the destination information when you check out. Once you pay, it's on the way from ShopOnTV.
Once you pay, it's on the way.
I love that, absolutely. Once you pay, it's on the way. And please do get onto the website. Check everything out on the website, actually. Rather than going out, we were just saying, it's not great going out shopping anymore, is it? Lots of us would rather stay at home.
Yeah.
So please do check everything out on the website. We've got Christmas presents. We've got every product you could need for the home. We're getting new products all the time. I think right now there's about 750,000 products on our website.
Amazing. And with tonight's, remember, you've got all the silk range. You've got the silk duvet, the silk pillows, the silk pillowcases we're going to talk
And
about
they're
as well.
exclusive to us.
Yeah, and great gifts as well. You'll notice on the screen we've also got a QR code down there.
Yes, it's right by me here.
There it is. That QR code means that you can take your phone, if you've got a smartphone, take your phone to the screen, open your camera, and you'll get a little yellow line around the photo. Press that, and it'll take you right through to the website, and you'll see everything. You can catch up on previous shows that we've had as well.
Yes, you can. So if you think, oh, I missed those shows, well, you haven't. You can actually watch them on our website as well. But of course, you can also go onto YouTube too.
Yep.
At ShopOnTV Live. ShopOnTV Live.
At ShopOnTV Live.
ShopOnTV Live. I couldn't quite get that out, could I?
And that's all our social media at ShopOnTV Live. If you do want to email us, we've got our iPad here in the studio.
Any
We'd love to hear from you.
questions? We've got Alex in the studio right now. So if you've got any questions on mulberry silk, why this mulberry silk is so good, what difference does a duvet like this make? We've got Alex with us, so we can ask him any questions that you've got. So please do email in as well. Now we're going to move on to something that I only started to use just recently, probably about a year ago, and my goodness, I don't know why I didn't buy these before.
Chuck 'em over.
These are absolutely
Aren't they great?
Yeah.
fabulous for so many reasons. First of all, look amazing. So if you dress in the bed with these, they look fabulous.
Colours are fab, aren't they?
Really
colours,
great to have
yeah.
the colours, because all mine are white, because that's
Yeah.
all I've ever been able to get prior. But we've got 4 different colours for you now. But why is a silk pillowcase so popular with a lot of celebrities, a lot of people that are visually seen all the time that want to look as good as they can?
So it's the benefits of silk. We covered with the duvet and with the pillows the benefits of silk, sleeping underneath silk, which is mainly for temperature regulation more than anything else. Now a silk pillowcase is great for temperature regulation, but it's more about what silk can actually do and why people find such benefits in it. When we talk about silk, to break it down into the science, silk is made up, if you were to look at it under a microscope and check everything, you'll find that there are 18 amino acids within silk, within one silk strand. But the key one is something called sericin. Now sericin, I do encourage people to do their own research. I would type into your search bars if you're on the internet and things like that, don't type in benefits of silk, because you'll get lots of different things that I've said. Type in benefits of sericin and it will talk you about how sericin is beneficial, or seen to be beneficial, for not only for the skin but also for your hair as well. That's as far as I'm allowed to go with medical claims and things. You'll find, if you probably know yourselves obviously the benefit and read about the benefits of silk for the skin and for the hair, but actually aesthetically, just to sleep on, for example, because silk is so smooth, when we lie on a silk pillowcase, our hair isn't caught, it isn't rough, it isn't like if you've got perhaps a harsher material that can pull it. So there's less chance perhaps of breaking the hair and the follicles. But also, because there's less wrinkles on a silk pillowcase as well, perhaps there is seen to be less transfer of wrinkles from the pillowcase, a silk pillowcase. Absolutely, that you sometimes get.
If you sleep on your side, you can get a horrible crease.
And the great thing with this as well, the design, again, there's design within this, because it's silk on the outside, but isn't it cotton backed as well?
It's cotton backed.
The wrinkling.
With these, you have to be so careful with silk pillowcases now, because there are so many out on the market, and a lot of people, you might think, oh, I've already got a silk pillowcase, but is it silk backed? And is it only one side? So a lot of silk pillowcases have silk on one side and perhaps have cotton or another material on the other.
First of all, so there's
just
only one side and the back is cotton.
This is both sides. So this is AAA grade mulberry silk on both sides of the pillow, but where it's very, very clever, on the inside, on the envelope on the inside here, it is backed with cotton, and it's backed with cotton for a reason, to grip onto whatever pillow it is that you're putting in the case, so that you're not feeling that slippy sliding feel. The pillow will stay anchored into place at all times. The beauty that you have with these, you see a lot of people now, as you say, a lot of celebrities that are in the papers or in the magazines, they take their pillowcases with them everywhere.
And do pop into your search engine straight away. What are the benefits of a silk pillowcase? You'll be amazed.
And sericin. Sericin is the key word there.
Key ingredient.
Yeah, that's the key ingredient that will really give you those answers.
So having a silk pillowcase can make, for so many, can make such a difference. I've absolutely loved mine, but only really discovered that in the last year. But having colour options is fabulous, because previously, really, you could only get
when you got them, it was white. That was the only option.
White or white, or a little bit of cream. Whereas now these colours are fabulous.
Desert Dream. Desert Dream. What a great name. And it's a lovely, rich champagne colour.
We've got a sage as well, haven't we? We're really nice at sage. We've got a Arctic Ice, which is like a light blue, and then we have got your white as well. So 001 108 is your item number. Should be £45, £35, and remember, again, AAA grade mulberry silk. So you are talking very much the highest of grades on these gorgeous silk pillowcases. A great Christmas gift as well, and of course you can check it all out on the website, and that website is ShopOnTV.co.uk. On the website, have a little nosy at everything. You can see all our previous shows. You can see exactly what's live with us today. We've got the duvets that we've spoken about earlier on. We will go back to those. We're going to talk about the pillows as well. We have got, of course, our fabulous mattresses, which are also silk mattresses. Can you, oh my goodness, sleeping on silk. A silk mattress.
Under silk, on silk, silk pillows, silk pillowcases. We've got it all for you.
And if you said what is the best material, what would you say was the most luxurious material? Yeah. You'd say silk, wouldn't you?
Of course you would, yeah. Great prices on there, on that system from Cocoon. It is part of the mulberry silk range once again, and you've got that lovely pillow top on your mattress.
And all those same benefits as well. You've got the coolness, on those hot decks, because it's breathable, works with your body temperature, and there's pocket springs in there as well. Yeah,
so all the benefits for everyone, whether you like a spring mattress, you've got that silk benefit there included, but you're loving our silk pillows. We're busy on these pillows, and the reason I think is so much work went into getting the perfect pillow, didn't it?
Absolutely, and this for so many is that perfect pillow. When you feel the quality, I don't think you'll have ever come across a pillow quite like it. The piping, the stitching, but then it's actually what's inside. You've got 100% cotton, 230 thread count as well, so super smooth, so that's just instantly going to be a beautiful pillow to lay on. But it is the filling which is the secret, and of course that is those gorgeous long strands of AAA mulberry silk.
Yeah, Alex is here to tell us all about it. I'm just hearing lots of people going for the duvets and for the pillows as well, and that's definitely the way to shop, isn't it?
Definitely. And of course, if you're ordering on the website, you'll get PayPal Pay in 3 as well, so please do not miss out on that. But let's get over to Alex, and we'll talk again about the pillows for now. We'll go back to the duvet, but the pillows are just so busy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised there as well. It's a fantastic price, first of all, for what we're talking about here. For silk, to have
£20 off our usual
price. Normally we're selling them at £60.
You were selling
I was selling them recently at that price, absolutely. So, but what we're talking about is the quality in here, because inside every one of these pillows is AAA grade mulberry silk, thousands and thousands of miles of unbroken strands. What mulberry silk, what Serenity silk, that's the exclusive brand that we have for you here just for Shop on TV. What they've done is they've taken literally all of these strands of silk and put them within the pillow itself, and then finished it with a beautiful 233 thread count cotton outer. So it's Mother Nature at her very, very best. It's breathable, but not only is it breathable, it's washable. These pillows can be put in the washing machine, and they can be tumble dried as well. So the lifespan of them is for as long as you really want to sleep with them. We normally recommend with a lot of pillows, because a lot of pillows you can't machine wash or they'll go clumpy and lumpy, but with these are designed to last you for a long, long time. The reason why it doesn't go clumpy and lumpy is because of the silk. The silk in here is unbroken. A lot of silk pillows that you'll find in the market will have blended silk in, so there'll be different blends mixed that'll be cut, and because it's really the cutting. It doesn't, when we talk about silk, if it was a lower grade of silk in here, if I'm completely honest with you, it wouldn't make any difference to the washing of it. This silk wouldn't make any difference. If the silk in here was cut so it wasn't long fibre, it would bunch. All silk works that way. But the difference with this is it isn't cut. It's one long fibre, one continuous strand, which means when you wash it, it doesn't shrink, it goes back to its original shape. So it gives you longevity with the pillow, you get the comfort with the pillow, but probably most crucially as well, I say for ladies, but for gentlemen as well, but you'll know what I mean when I'm saying for ladies with this, it's the temperature regulation. I'd say on average, most ladies will have longer hair than gentlemen will, and it's usually there where we get very hot.
Too.
Yes, yeah. I give anything for a bit more hair, let alone long hair. But it's but ladies will get very hot and sweating around the neck.
You get that horrible sort of bed hair.
Exactly.
Mine can go really curly.
Yeah.
If I'm sleeping on if I sleep on a hollow fibre sort of pillow, I've got real curls in the morning because I've sweated all night.
Yeah.
Whereas this has got that breathability as well as the support. I love the fact you can wash this.
Yeah, that's
because
the key
pillows,
thing.
when you think about what can be in a pillow, if you had a cold, if you had a cough,
Yep.
you know, sneezing, and when you can wash this in the washing machine, I mean that is incredible.
Yep.
And then how do we dry?
So it's very easy. You can tumble dry it as well if you want to. So you can tumble dry these as well. Again, I recommend on a low heat.
Okay.
That's all because of how it's one long strand. If it wasn't long-stranded silk, you wouldn't. Well, you would. You'd be able to do whatever you want, but it would bunch up.
Right.
Because you can clean it, but it'll start to clump. That is why it doesn't clump here.
So it always stays nice and even.
Always stays nice and even. And do you know what? When we're washing the duvet or the pillow, to be completely honest with you, what you're actually washing is the outside, is the cotton on the outside here, because the best thing for these, if you really want to rejuvenate the silk, is to get that out once, maybe twice, but certainly once a year in the summer when it's a really bright day, because it's the UV rays which rejuvenate the silk the absolute best and give it that
We
freshness.
often do that with the duvet, just throw it over the washing line.
Do it with the pillows as well.
Yeah.
Do it with the pillows, get them out there. Even if you have tumble dry, if you've washed them and tumble dry them, just pop them out there. Let them get the benefits of the sun, because it's the UV rays that and for the cotton as well. It's best. It's Mother Nature at her best. All natural products.
Isn't it? We had an email in from Jake.
We have, yeah. Jake didn't realise that he needed a silk pillow, but now he feels he needs one.
Can't live without it.
And honestly, the difference it makes. Getting a right pillow, getting the right sleeping solution can be such a blessing. Because, Jake, if you're not sleeping well, if you are getting that horrible bed hair, that sweaty head, or just haven't got the comfort that you want, this ticks every single box. Because you've got that support, so it's going to support the head beautifully, but then you've got this amazing natural fibre. The silk is just out of this world, isn't it?
Long strand silk, remember, AAA grade,
Breathable.
mulberry silk, all from the Serenity range, which is exclusive to us. Part of the mulberry silk family, but exclusive is the Serenity range here at Shop on TV. If you want to get this, you've got a £20 saving on our usual price. It's down to £40, $14.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
And that's great if you want to use PayPal, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. Spread the cost, and that goes right from £30 right up to £2,000 as long as you're eligible when you register online. But there's loads more that we haven't even featured yet.
Yes, so do have a little look on our website, shopontv.co.uk. There's loads of fabulous products, and you are loving the hoodie. Now, the hoodie is an oversized blanket that you can wear. Now, we have got the adults and we have got children's sizes as well. Now, you'll find this is going to be great instead of a dressing gown on those movie days. Perhaps you go camping quite a lot. It's going to be great when you need to pop out to the toilet when you're camping. Just throw this on. It looks cool and trendy too. Great for festivals, movie nights, putting the bins out even. And absolutely everybody loves these. Just cosy nights in as well. You have got colour options with this. You have got a pink, a grey, a charcoal and a cream. So remember, it's that oversized blanket that you can wear. So you can even do the housework in this. Perhaps you don't like putting the central heating on all day, every day, or perhaps you work from home.
It makes sense,
and you sit getting cold. Throw this on.
Something like that.
Yeah.
If you're snuggling down watching the telly, it's brilliant. £45 is our reduced price. I think $69.99 is the usual price on that one. One size fits all, remember, and you've got 4 colours to choose from, haven't you?
Yeah, so grab those while the stock's there. A brilliant gift idea. And because it's a one size fits all, you haven't got to worry about getting the wrong size. It will always always be the right size for absolutely everybody.
Got to mention our duvets again. Now, the Serenity range is exclusive to us here at Shop on TV. But remember, Serenity is part of the mulberry silk family. It's 100% mulberry silk filled. And what that means is it'll work with your body temperature. You've got 4 different sizes, single through to Super King. They all come on the same number, don't they?
Yeah, same item number. They go from £139 up to our Super King, which is £219. So it's just the same item number. You just select the duvet for you. And of course, you've got PayPal Pay in 3 on all of those duvets as well, or you can ring us on the phones. Do stay with us and discover why a silk duvet can make such a difference to the way you sleep.
Yeah.
It drapes around you, it cocoons you, it's natural, so it's breathable. You'll never be too hot or too cold in this duvet. No more kicking your leg out because you're too hot through the hot months, and no more sort of trying to tuck the duvet under you through the cold months because you're too cold. It works with you and makes sure all summer long, or winter long, or spring long, or all autumn long, whatever time of year it is, this is that perfect duvet. It's nice and lightweight as well, and I wish we had this duvet when my Auntie Cora was alive, because she really struggled with the cold.
With weighty
but
blankets
she
and
hated
stuff,
weighty blankets. She hated a weight on her, so it was really difficult to try and keep her warm. So because it's nice and lightweight, but actually allows you to keep warm, it would have been ideal for her.
And the other benefits, a 10-year warranty. On a
And
duvet.
machine washable. There's so many. You can throw it in the washing machine and even tumble dry it as well. So if you're buying for kids. Now, we've just heard lots of you have got these in your baskets on the website. Please do check those baskets through. It's as ever with our Serenity Silk. It's as long as the stock is there.
Yeah, and we can't have the stock all the time because, as Alex said, these are hand-assembled duvets. Believe it or not, it takes 2 days to put them together because it all has to be anchored into place. On top of everything else we've told you, Alex is going to give us a full demonstration. But remember, these are Allergy UK certified as well. And what that means, well, that certification doesn't come easy, does it, Hayley?
It really doesn't. So this really is allowing you, perhaps you do suffer with allergies. You can see there the British Allergy Foundation seal of approval for the reduction of exposure to live house dust mites. Now, I think we all know lots about house dust mites, how they do like to be in your bedding, because normally it's a really sort of warm, wet environment. Well, silk isn't like that. They don't like silk. They don't get on with silk. It doesn't hold the moisture.
It's a dry environment.
So, and they don't like a dry environment, so they don't like to live in a mulberry silk duvet. So a mulberry silk duvet is, as you can see there, certified the seal approval from Allergy UK, which is fantastic.
And Alex is one of our resident guests here at Shop on TV. We've searched the nation to bring the finest of guest experts, and Alex has come up tops. And here he is to join us.
And the other ones couldn't make it, so Sean got on the phone and said, in you come.
For, how many years? Is it a number of years?
Yeah,
Many
it's been a long
years
time.
now.
Yeah, and still you let me keep coming back. So I'm very grateful.
Absolutely.
So
we're going to ask you questions now.
Yeah, fire away.
Anyone,
do a
if
quick
you have
fire
just
round.
switched on and you're thinking, why would I sleep? Why would I sleep under mulberry silk? What benefit is this going to be to my night's sleep?
Temperature regulation. I'm just going to give you straight answers. Temperature regulation. If somebody runs very, very hot and is very, very sweaty, silk has the ability to draw sweat off the body and dissipate it into the atmosphere, and therefore keep you cool if you run very, very hot. But at the same time, if you are someone who runs very, very cold, it will also insulate you as well by trapping in the heat from your body and going back against you. It will do both of those for 2 different people running at 2 different temperatures under the same duvet.
Why this duvet? Why this mulberry silk?
Because it's the very, very best.
I'm very intrigued.
I am.
Why this one?
I was going to say, I feel like I should get the right
what
answer.
Makes this mulberry silk
You're checking the
duvet
answers at
best?
the end.
I am. I'm doing the score.
This is the very, very best because it is AAA grade mulberry silk. In other words, the actual silk can't get any better. We grade silk on what the silkworms are fed, and the best food that you can feed a silkworm comes from the mulberry tree. Now, there are 3 types of mulberry tree. There is a red tree, there is a black tree, and a white tree. If you feed silk worms leaves from the black or the red tree, you get a very, very high grade silk, which means it's measured on obviously not only the breathability but how white and pure that silk is. However, If you feed them on the white mulberry leaves, you get the finest
Now
threads.
get ready for this. Now there is a zipper in here, isn't there? And the reason that's there is to show you the quality of the silk that we've got inside. When you open this up and you see the colour and then you feel that silk, you will be amazed on this. The quality.
Well, you can see how super white that is, and you can see how it is the long strands that Alex has talked to us about. Which, if explain, rather than little bits, and they've cutting this up, they keep it as the long strands that can go on for miles, can't they?
Literally a mile to a mile and a half. Each silk cocoon, this is incredible. So each silk cocoon, if you were to unthread them, are a mile to a mile and a half long. Okay, each duvet roughly has 15,000 silk cocoons in it. That's based on the double. Right? So you've got 15,000 miles of silk that is run around each of these duvets, unbroken. The fibres aren't broken at all. It takes a day and a half for 2 people to hand stitch each duvet. By pulling it, they pull it in place, they stretch it around, and then they anchor it in. So they've anchored it around the outside. They frame it by anchoring around the outside, all beautifully stitched, box cassette construction as well in the centre, so that it doesn't actually fall down to the bottom, so it keeps an even distribution of the silk throughout the whole of the duvet. But it means that when you wash it, Hayley, it won't bunch up. To answer your question, it will always maintain its shape. That's why the lifespan of these is so long.
And it always drapes beautifully across the bed, doesn't it?
Now, you just mentioned washing, which I'm just going to pick up on, because some people are going to think, really, we can wash a mulberry silk duvet?
You can wash this, yes, you can wash a mulberry silk duvet. That is the beauty with this. You can wash it.
In our regular washing machine?
In your regular washing machine. And the other lovely thing about it as well, just so everybody knows at home, this is a double duvet, sorry, a double mattress that we've got on the bed here, and I've put a king size duvet on here to give you the drape. But I want you to see the size of it. It's, well, you'll know at home, you know the size of a king size duvet. To be able to put the entire duvet, even the Super King, the Super King will go in a 7.5 kilogram to 8.5 kilogram drum, which is standard.
The reason being, it's not as bulky as your traditional hollow fibres and things such as that.
If you look at the packaging, and again, as we've been saying, because this is exclusive, this is what we've done tonight. We've brought, so it's the Serenity Silk range from Mulberry Silk, but we've wanted to bring it exclusively here to ShopOnTV, and we've wanted to come it beautifully boxed like this so you can see. Let me just open that. I
mean, that's a great gift if someone's
fabulous gift.
Moved into a new home.
But there's a double duvet in there.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Isn't it?
You'll be so shocked because it is very lightweight. It is very thin, and a lot of people will think, really, this is going to be my all-year-round duvet?
All-year-round duvet.
But it will be, won't it?
It will be. Our producer has just made a fantastic point that if somebody is going camping, for example, you could take this with you camping.
I know Raymond, who we keep mentioning, who runs the company, he always does the caravan and camping shows and the boat shows.
Hugely busy there.
Hugely popular because it doesn't take up a huge space. So lots of people buy it originally for their caravans and their boats, and then they buy another one for home because it's such an amazing product.
And you think as well, if you are a seasoned camper, for example, and you like your camping, or you like to go...
A lot of people call me that.
Well, most seasoned campers like yourself, Sean, will have a sleeping bag that will likely have that will likely have a silk filling in their sleeping bags as well, because that is why whenever I get asked the question, I get asked a lot of the time, this is the biggest question of all. People look at it and they say, well, this is too thin. Why is this going to keep me warm? What is the benefit?
Well, we thought that as soon as we saw it. Raymond said, take it home, try it. And you just can't believe how, even though it is so lightweight, as soon as you get into bed, you understand how it drapes over you, but then through the night, whatever time of year it is, you're never too hot or too cold.
Think about if you go walking as well. Anyone who walks their dogs, when I'm walking my dog, for example, again, my coat, and it was quite expensive, but I like to go walking with the dog. So my coat is a thin coat that has a very thin layer of silk within
Okay.
it, because silk is a natural insulator. It's not heavy, hence this isn't heavy, but I know it keeps me warm. This is what a lot of armies, the British Army, will use silk to keep themselves nice and warm as well. This is the beauty of this duvet. It keeps you warm. It's an all-seasonal duvet,
But when you
all
look at
year
it,
round.
you do think
Yep.
initially, how on earth is that going to keep
You
me warm?
will, yeah.
It's all about the ingredients, isn't it? It's all about what it's made.
And we have had an email in, and
Okay.
who emailed in? It was Alan. Alan wanted to know why silk compared with any
that's a good
other
one.
filling.
Yeah, that is a great question. So there are a lot of very, very good fillings out there, okay, first and foremost. Natural, we're talking about silk, so let's focus on that. To sleep under Mother Nature, I think, is probably one of the key things straight away, rather than sleeping under a man-made like a synthetic. So forget all your hollow fibres, let's focus on Mother Nature. If we're focusing on Mother Nature, we're talking about wool, we're talking about silk, we're talking, probably not cotton, wool, silk and feathers or down,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
So to compare, or goose down or whatever it may be, to compare all of them, if we take silk first of all and compare it with feather and down as an example, first of all, silk won't quill. You won't have quills coming through which may be giving
Right,
you,
which poke you.
you know, which poke you and things like that.
Yeah, they're really-
Secondly, silk doesn't crinkle. A lot of people don't like sleeping under feather and down because it's a little bit too crinkly.
Right.
Noisy.
Oh,
Noisy
it
that you
is,
get with
yes, I
that.
know what you mean. Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
and can be
Crunches.
quite bulky.
Yeah, it does.
Now, when we talk about wool and when we talk about feather and down compared to silk, by the way, they're both fantastic. However, they can be a little bit too heavy. So you can have a wool duvet, which is terrific in the winter because it keeps you warm. Same as silk, designed to keep you warm. But when you come to the summer months, when it starts to get a little bit warmer, a lot of people will shed their wool duvet or their feather and down duvet. And again, whether you want to sleep under feather and down as well, because people with suffer from allergies may have a struggle with that.
Makes me sneeze.
This duvet again comes with the Allergy UK certificate, so
Right.
that also gives you that thumbs up that may elevate your choice between feather and down and going with silk. But for me, I personally go with the temperature regulation. When we talk about wool and when we talk about forget the feather and down because it doesn't do this as well as wool. Wool is one of the best natural conductors of heat. Wool is fantastic. It can draw away and wick away moisture just like silk can. But, and this is in my opinion, silk does it a little bit better because it's a conductor of heat as well, because it wicks away that moisture quickly but traps in under two different people as well. The biggest difference I've found with silk compared to wool, which is probably the closest natural fibre to it, is that silk will mould and drape to your body and your partner. If two of you are in this bed under this duvet, because of the drapeability you've got, it will mould over one of you, it will then go back to its original self and then mould over your partner. With wool, wool hasn't got the ability to perhaps drape as well, so therefore you might have a cool spot running between you and your partner.
We will show that a little bit later on,
Yeah.
actually. One of us will get into the bed so you can actually see it does, it cocoons you, it drapes around you. There's no hot or cold spots, you know, it drapes around your feet, around your legs. However you sleep, on your front, your side or your back. If you turn over, you don't have that wind draft down your back because a hollow fibre sort of duvet sticks up, doesn't it? And you're trying to tuck it under your bottom to keep you warm. Whether this will drape over you just beautifully. Now remember, you only need that one item number. All you need to do is choose your size option, and we have got all sizes.
Yeah, you don't need different numbers for different sizes, all under the same item number. And then when you go through it, there's a little box, and you just select whichever size you want to go for. If you've not shopped with us before, when you go through, you register as a new customer, and then when you come back to shop with us again, you just log in.
Which we love. We've already done that.
Yeah,
and
we
then,
have.
And then have a little look at everything, because on ShopOnTV, on the website, you will find there's 750,000 different products. So if you're at home thinking, I don't want to go out shopping this year, you know, it's too cold out there, it's too busy, I'm not really keen on shopping anymore. I think since lockdown, we've all changed, haven't we, with our shopping? We want to shop
shopping habits.
from home. We don't like going to the busy shops. So have a little look. We've got everything you could need probably for your Christmas presents, for what you need at home, and bringing in new products all the time. So you can check all of that out on our website.
Maybe you've got people coming for Christmas Christmas and you need spare duvets, well, you could have this one and give them your old
Yes.
one. It could be the
Upgrade
fact,
yours.
Yeah, you're thinking of presents for people. For us, it did make a huge difference when we first slept under this. And do you know what? The reason I was so sceptical is the time we got this, it was March, do you remember? Really cold, Ideal Home Show. We were working at the Ideal Home Show, and Raymond's like, take it home, try it. Take it home and try it. So we did, and I was like, oh my goodness.
And now if we sleep anywhere else,
yeah, where we are here,
we don't like it.
No.
You feel the difference instantly.
The only
you
thing
become
I
a
would say,
bed snob.
Yes. The only thing I would say is when you first sleep under it, that first night, because it's much lighter, give it a couple of nights to get used to, because you're not used to the actual ingredients keeping you warm. It's normally the bulk of the duvet,
weight.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But with this, it's not about that. It's about those 100% natural fibres.
That really could make such a difference to your every night. And when you have a good night's sleep, don't you feel better that next day? And I truly believe if you're not sleeping well, think about your bed, think about the bedding, think about what you're sleeping under. Is it keeping you too hot? Are you hot and sweaty in the morning? Are you kicking your leg out one night and then trying to tuck it under your bum the next night because you're never at the right temperature? Do you and your partner always fall out because they want a blanket on top and you don't because you're too hot, they're too cold?
Yeah.
You'll always both be in the right bed. With the right duvet,
for both of you,
because it works individually for both of you. I like what Alex said. It's a bit like being in the car and you can alter the temperatures on each side.
Yeah, the individual controls.
Because we're like that.
Yeah.
You've got yours right down. It's freezing on your side.
I'm
and
always
I've got
changing the thermostat.
so you can. It's always right for you individually. And remember, machine washable. So if you're buying for the children, any accidents, not the end of the world, and a 10-year warranty as well, which is fabulous. So please do check those baskets out because we are super busy. It's great to have your company. And of course, loads of way to order with us.
Yeah, you can order on the phone 03333 241 241. You've got that QR code on screen. If you want to scan that, it'll take you straight through to the website, or if you just want to go to the website shopontv.co.uk. Easiest way to get these home is to check those baskets out. Loads of you have got them in baskets at the moment, whether it's the single, the double, the king or the super king. Make sure you confirm your orders and we'll get it straight out to you.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV.
And welcome to Shop on TV. If you have just turned on, great to have your company this morning. Perhaps you're back from work, perhaps you do shifts and you've joined us right now. It's great to have you with us. We're a live shopping show here with ITV now every single night from around about midnight, sometimes a bit later. We were just after 1 o'clock tonight till 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, we are. We're on the night shift.
Yes.
So do join us every single night. Come and see what we've got for you tomorrow. We've got some amazing skincare. If you've not seen
one of my favourite brands,
that range is fabulous. We've got skincare.
My instant effects, and honestly, you'll notice a difference virtually as soon as you start using it. But we'll talk you through that tomorrow. Today, it's all about Serenity Mulberry Silk.
Yes, Serenity is the
I've
brand.
got the wrong teeth in
You
today,
have,
I think.
haven't you? Do you want to go and swap them? Serenity is the brand that are bringing you mulberry silk, finest quality, AAA grade, and we're talking about pillows now. The pillow took a long while to come to market.
They originally started with the duvet, and so many people love the duvet because it helps regulate your body temperature, and because it is natural, it's breathable. People are like, could you not design a pillow? You know, I'm really struggling with a pillow. So after 2 years, they did manage to come up with a sort of a core support in the pillow, and then those super long, sort of mile-long strands of mulberry silk, which again are breathable.
Yes.
So you've got the support, you've got breathability.
Work with body temperature.
No more sort of sweaty heads through the night.
Beautifully packaged, as you can see there, at £20 off the usual price, so they're down to £40. If you want to spread the cost, we have a payment system with PayPal. So as long as you register and you're eligible, you can split the cost across 3 payments.
You got my teeth then.
I did then for a minute. I think for swapping them in and out.
And they are machine washable as well at 30 degrees. And I think that's great
On
with
a
a pillow.
pillow.
Because I know us ladies don't dribble through the night or, you know, anything like that. But I know there are some people that do dribble through the night onto the pillowcase, and to think that you could then wash it. I think more about coughs and colds. You know, when you've had a cold,
yeah.
and perhaps you've been in bed poorly,
Yeah,
and you think, oh my goodness, you know, I've been on this
All
pillow.
those germs in your pillow,
so
yeah.
throw it in the washing machine. You can even tumble dry it as well on a really low setting, but they dry really quick if you can put them outdoors. But you know, I think it's a brilliant idea that you can wash them.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what I can see in the distance. And you're going to see it in just a moment. Alex has actually got into bed and he's doing his hair while he's in bed. It's very refreshing.
He hasn't got much hair to do. What
Stop
was he
it.
doing with it?
So if you want to go for the pillow, just £40, you've got a £20 saving.
Really nice gift idea. Perhaps you're thinking about, I think Christmas now, what do you buy? People have got everything, haven't they? But probably
These
haven't
kind
got
of things,
a silk
yeah. And
pillow.
And a silk pillowcase.
Yes.
Now, the silk pillowcase is absolutely stunning.
I know it sounds a bit daft, but if you know somebody that loves their skincare, likes to look after their hair, a silk pillowcase could be the perfect gift.
Well, when we talk to Alex about these as well, you'll hear all the ingredients, and the ingredients he talks about are often found in those top-end skincares. Now, you've got 4 different colourways to choose from. This one that you see here,
Desert Dream.
Oh, Desert Dream.
It is like a champagne-y, goldy champagne colour. It's lovely that we've got colour options now. Originally, really, with silk pillowcases, it was white or like a cream, and that was it. So that's really lovely. We've got the sage as well, which is a really nice sage green, which is really pretty.
That's a lovely colour.
We've got the Arctic Ice, which is like it's like a silvery sort of bluey or green.
Yeah.
So I think if you put it with a blue, it'd work with the blues, or navies and things like that. But then if you put it with silvers, it's going to work and look more silver. And then you have got your white as well. But do go onto the internet. There's lots we can't say, but if you go onto the internet and just put in, why is it good for me to sleep on a silk pillowcase?
Yeah, just pop it in your search engine. What are the benefits of a silk pillowcase? Also put in which celebrities use silk pillowcases, and there's loads of stories about celebrities who take silk pillowcases with them anywhere. You've got a £10 saving here as well.
Which is great. So do order that on either the phones or on our website, which of course is shopontv.co.uk. I think they are the perfect gift, but you can check out as well our mattresses on our website. Now the mattresses are also from Serenity Mulberry Silk, and this is the Cocoon system. It's a sleep system, and it really has been designed to help you get that better night's sleep with everything you need, because again it is that natural mulberry silk. We're talking about that coolness through the hot months. You've got layers that give you support, you've got individual pocket springs, but you've got that 100% breathable silk filling, so it keeps you cool whilst you're sleeping. And it's got a 10-year manufacturer's warranty as well. They say it's a medium to firm, but it's going to help regulate your body temperature. So again, keeping you cool through those hot months, but keeping you warm through those winter months as well.
Complete silk solution we've got for you on the show.
And some great savings on there. We've got savings on the actual mattresses. We've got up to £349.
Forget it.
Keep talking. No,
as I
go
said,
back to the pillowcases.
Tempted to get in?
Not really, no.
He was before.
Now, I'm glad you have got in, Alex.
Yeah.
Because we've spoken so much about the fact that this drapes over you.
Yeah.
It cocoons you. You never have any hot or cold spots. Because you've rolled onto your side, you haven't got a draft going down your back.
No, I haven't.
With a lot of duvets, they'll stick up and you'll be trying to tuck it under your bottom to stop that draft.
And that's what I wanted to show you. I mean, you can see here, look, it's moulded around my back and my bottom perfectly. You can see literally you see the outline of my legs. Obviously, I've got my legs bunched up. I've stayed in this position. I have to be careful because of the time of morning it is, because I was dropping off, because this is how I would normally sleep. But this is how I would normally sleep. But what I really want people to see is if you're sharing a bed with somebody, I don't know if can you see? It's probably maybe best this. Here we go. This side. If you look here, you'll see obviously what I mean by how it drapes to me. I am, yeah. But you can see the bed has flattened down. But if I move, let me just move into a different position.
So lay on your back, because some people will lay on
I'll lay on my back. There we go.
Yeah.
You can see straight away.
If you have those hollow fibre duvets, they seem to sit above you, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's why you get all those drafts. Whereas this, it cocoons.
And that's exactly what it's designed to do as well. You haven't got your legs suddenly sticking out. I don't need to keep my legs sticking out. And the other thing that's really, really lovely about this, it is a very, very light weight on you.
I was just going to say.
It's not too heavy. A lot of, when I did one of the things that I love about doing the exhibitions is, I say it's less people than the audience that we're talking to now, but it's one by one, people coming up.
And you hear everybody's story.
And their experiences,
and their questions, so you know what people want to know.
And what's important to them.
For a lot of people, for my Auntie Cora especially, who really struggled with the cold, was always so cold. She was so frail sort of thing.
Yeah.
But she hated a heavy blanket.
Yeah.
So to try and keep her warm, or to find a duvet that didn't weigh, it hurt her legs. In the end, my dad made a little wooden thing so she could put her legs under that, so she could have the blankets over the top. This means you've got this lovely lightness.
Yeah.
But you've got the warmth. For anyone watching and thinking, hang on, what do they mean?
Can you see how it goes straight back to his body?
But people might be thinking, but it looks quite thin.
Yes.
How does it work? Because people will, when they get this home, think it's so much thinner than my regular duvet.
It's the power of silk. It really is. That's what silk does. Silk insulates us. It molds and drapes to us, as you can see, and it keeps us lovely and warm. And the beauty that you've got with that, the reason why it works so well, Hayley, is because I know we were talking earlier about sleeping bags and things like that, and that the army use, and coats that have silk in them, which prove that they're a good insulator. I think what's testament to it more than anything else, to answer your question, people saying this is going to be too thin for me. This is a duvet that we tell people should last them 25 to 30 years, okay? It's a duvet that comes with a 10-year guarantee.
10-year warranty on a duvet.
Which is
Think about
huge.
that. If you buy a new build house, I think that's what you get, isn't it? A 10-year warranty on a new
There's
build
very
house.
few things you
A
get
duvet.
a 10-year warranty
But do you know what I mean, Sean? That if it didn't work after the first winter, why bother offering a 10-year guarantee?
Exactly.
Because people are going to send it back. The other thing I wanted to show, this is really interesting because you were saying about your Auntie Corey as well. In Sean's hand, I just want to show you, there's a little tag that's off the end there. And I get a lot of people say, what's this for? What's the tag for? This is just for helping to actually make the bed. So when you pop it into the bed, it's easier to get it to the corners.
And because it's lightweight, it's easier to actually put a duvet cover on.
Absolutely. And for someone like your aunt who might have dexterity issues, changing the bed.
We've got a friend who lives in Portugal and she hates changing the duvet. She's only little and she can't change it because they're too heavy for her. It's like a workout when you're changing your duvet. Whereas with this, because it's light, it's really easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it as well. It's the moldability. When, again, working on the exhibitions, it's a bit cheeky, but because so many people have bought them before, it's the best thing for me because I'll be explaining it to somebody and then usually I'll have a couple of ladies that will come over to me and they'll say, oh, is this a silk? Oh, this is brilliant. I've had mine 20 years. And I sit there and I say, tell her.
Yeah.
Because reviews, don't take my word for this. Don't take our word for it. Go and look at the reviews that, I say, it's called Serenity Silk tonight because part of the Mulberry Silk Company, but we're bringing it as an exclusive to ShopOnTV. You cannot find it anywhere else, which is why we've brought you this beautiful packaging that it comes in of Serenity Silk.
Part of the Mulberry Silk.
Go have a look at Mulberry Silk reviews on their duvets, and you will see that there's thousands.
People rave about it. They talk about temperature regulation. They talk about the weight of the duvet. The great thing with this is, I think, with this new packaging, it's really quite luxurious, isn't it?
It's a great gift, isn't it? So if you're thinking perhaps someone's getting married, could be a really nice wedding gift. Perhaps someone's just moved into a new home. So it's packaged beautifully. Talks you through absolutely everything, the care and the reasons as well. There's a lot of questions on that larger sheet.
Have a look.
And it gives you all the answers.
Washing instructions. There we go. There's the washing instructions.
Have a look at the other one, the green
This one. Yep.
Because there's some questions there. What's on there?
Is silk warmer than down? Yes, we covered that one anyway, didn't we, though? Like down, there are many different grades of silk. The type of silk Mulberry Silk Products uses in its duvets is comparable to the best eider-down-filled duvets, only without the exorbitant price. Most eider-down-filled duvets sell for as much as $1,000.
Wow,
okay?
Really?
And the other great thing with this, when you talk about the original eider-downs, they were just one big section, weren't they?
Yeah.
You've got the box cassette construction here, haven't you? And everything's anchored into place.
So I wasn't listening, I was reading the...
There's some really good questions on there.
You had me reading,
I looked
sorry.
at it earlier.
Sorry, Sean.
So if you've got any questions, questions, by the way, do email in. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. Email in if you've got any questions and we'll answer them for you. We'll get Alex to answer them for you. But if you have just joined us, you might be thinking, what is this all about? Why is this duvet so good? What is the difference between this duvet and any other? So for a start, why should we choose mulberry silk against any other duvet?
Or any other silk?
Yes.
The quality of the silk that's in here, that's why. So mulberry silk is the very, very best silk that you can get. Silk comes in lots of different grades, so it depends what you filled the silkworm, depends on the kind of silk that you've got. So for example, and this is probably the best example I can give you, a tie like the one that I'm wearing is quite cheap silk. I'll be honest with you, it's I bought it from the big red retail.
But it was but
it's, do you know what? So this tie cost me, I think it cost me £9.50, and it's a silk tie, right? The reason why it's not a £59 silk tie is because of the quality of silk that it is, because I just like the colours of it and it's silk. Silk is silk, but if you want a higher grade, it depends on what the silkworm has actually been fed.
Right.
The very best food that you can give to a silkworm to get the highest grade of silk, so that really is working at its best potential for breathability, for beautiful white strands, is the mulberry tree, the leaves of the mulberry tree. What Serenity Silk do with all of your duvets that you'll have here, and the pillows if you choose to go for the pillows as well, every single strand of silk that's in there will have had a silkworm that has been fed. It would have come from a cocoon from a white mulberry silk, from the white mulberry silk leaf. Okay, how they do it, they take the silkworms and they put them on an aluminium tray, and they put literally bags and bags and bags full of white mulberry silk leaves onto this tray with the silkworms, and they leave them to it. They eat up to 10,000 times their own body weight, each silkworm, in mulberry leaves. So when they actually come out 35 days, it is literally, it's
Actually,
like,
you should have been a silkworm.
it would have been much better for my waistline. Just feed me leaves.
it might be like your Christmas. But we
That
leave
tickled
them,
you, didn't it?
you leave them for 35 days, not 34, not 36. It has to be exactly on that point to get the right consistency, obviously. And then what they do is they take the cocoons, they put them in tepid water, and literally the filaments just start to become loose off the actual cocoon. But each one of these filaments are a mile to a mile and a half long. So you unstrand one of these cocoons. How they don't break them, I don't know. It's amazing how they actually do it, to literally take everything out of there. And then two ladies, I mean, I say two ladies, two people, but the ladies I've seen are so skilled. They take them and they stretch them all the way, hand stretch. It takes a day and a half for two of them to stretch them all the way around the actual duvet itself. They anchor everything in beautifully, box cassette construction, so that nothing's going to be slipping or moving, so that you've constantly got that even distribution of gorgeous mulberry silk. And then, and do you know what I want to say as well, because I sometimes feel like we leave out our other little natural friend here, because on the top is 233 thread count Egyptian cotton.
Just before you do that, Alex, there's a little zipper on the side of
Yes,
the
there is,
duvet, isn't there? A little pocket, if you like, so we can see inside, and we can really see.
But you see the whiteness, don't you? And how silky that silk is.
When you feel
and
that,
the strands as well.
You obviously I can't separate them. There's so many in there, but they're anchored into place. You can have that edge-to-edge fill.
Hand done.
Yeah.
Handmade.
Amazing.
What a craftsmanship.
So 100% silk filled, finest quality silk. But then, Alex, you were just going on to the cover then.
Yeah, the cover. So the cover on the outside is 233 thread count cotton as well.
Lovely.
Super breathable. But again, when we're talking about cotton, when we're talking about Egyptian cotton, there is a reason why we talk about the very, very finest, okay? So, the difference between Egyptian cotton, what is Egyptian cotton? Why is Egyptian cotton so important? Well, it's cotton that's grown in Egypt. That's obvious. Right. But the reason why people rave about that's why let me check my notebook for everything else. The reason why Egyptian cotton is so well thought of and well regarded is because of three key ingredients. Where Egyptian is cotton, which is usually in the Giza region of Egypt, there are three key components. One, the Mediterranean, which is at the top where the cotton gets its nutrients from. Secondly, the amount of sunshine that cotton gets every single day, which allows staples to grow even longer and stronger. And secondly, thirdly, the humidity. So humidity, sunshine and nutrients. All of those create the perfect storm, which create longer, finer, softer staples of cotton. So to have this cotton on the outside here, to have that wonderful triple A grade mulberry silk on the inside as well, all working together, breathable, Mother Nature at her best.
Now, we've had an email in, and I know exactly what you're saying. This is from Sheila, and she's just turned on, I think, and she's like, she's looking at the duvet, thinking it's very thin. Is she going to need more than this duvet?
No.
Will she need another duvet? Will she need a blanket on top?
No, and I'll tell you why, Sheila, as well, because this is an all seasons duvet. It is designed to last you all year round. Okay. If you want to talk about TOG ratings, there is no TOG rating with silk. It's a natural fibre anyway. TOG ratings were something for synthetics, but we do say it is an equivalent TOG rating of anywhere between 9 and 12 in the winter and down to 4 in the summer, because it regulates your temperature. So it's you.
You don't have to change.
You're the TOG.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Which I love.
It works to your heat as well, which is brilliant in keeping you nice and warm but nice and cool at the same time. So you can use it all season round. And because it's lightweight, because it drapes to you, because it molds to you, it keeps parts of your body warmer that perhaps won't get warm. It's awful when you're cold on one side but warm in the other. How many of us are too hot, our torsos are too hot, but our legs are sticking out of the bed because we're trying to cool off?
So it works with you, works with your partner. It's the right duvet for everybody, whoever gets under it. And the other great thing is, Sheila also asked, how long will it last? Now, it's very difficult to answer that question with a regular product. But tell us about the warranty on this.
So the warranty on this is 10 years.
Which is amazing.
First and foremost, which is amazing. But the duvet goes beyond that as well. And I have been told that I can say this, so I am going to say it. If you have your duvet past 10 years and you have any issues with it, get in touch with Ray, Martin, his son, at Serenity Silk, at Mulberry Silk. The customer service is fantastic. They don't sit there and say, well, sorry, you're 10 years and one day up. The most people that I talk to that haven't owned this duvet, yourselves included with this, have them for about 20 to 25 years.
20 plus.
The recommended lifespan on these is 25 to 30 years. Amazing. Because it's a natural duvet. The fact that because you've got that, you can wash it as well. And again, another thing just to say about the washing, because silk is so clever. When you're washing this, okay, and we recommend you wash it at 30, you're not actually washing the silk, believe it or not. Silk, it doesn't. If you put the silk through water or through to keep it nice and clean, it doesn't matter. You're actually washing the cotton, you're washing the cover on the outside. If you want to wash the silk, the best way to wash silk is in natural sunlight, is in UV sunlight. Get it out on the line, not only in the summer, I recommend in October. You know, the really bright, crisp days, you pop it out on there. And then that's it. And let Mother Nature take care of Mother Nature.
There's so many features to a duvet.
There's another one as well, which is allergies.
Yes.
A lot of people that suffer with allergies do like a silk duvet. Why is that?
Because when we talk about allergies, so this duvet, for example, has a certificate, a very important certificate as well, from UK Allergy, the one that you're looking at here on your screens. This is recognised in 135 countries. You have to apply for it every year. It is independently tested. It comes from Warwick University. If you do not keep standards up, they can pull it within the year. This isn't something that Mulberry Silk just put on the wall since 1972. You know, sometimes you go into a chippy,
that's
right?
it, and there's a date.
And it was Chippy of the Year 1974. And you're thinking the chips look a bit green, but they're going, but look at our certificate. Look at it. This is every single year they get this certificate.
Now we need to talk about the savings you're making on these as well.
Huge savings.
Because it's exclusive for us. Our usual price is a great price that we've got for you tonight. It's not the usual price. Like even on we're looking at the king size details on the screen. It's a £60 saving on the usual price.
Yeah, I've got some huge savings, and we have got all sizes at the moment available. What we've done, and you might want to do the same, it's entirely up to you. If you want to get really nice drape on your bed, we have a king size mattress, but we got a super king duvet, and that allows it to drape really nicely.
And that's the same thing we've done here, really.
Yeah,
We've got a double bed, but with a king-size duvet, so it drapes right across the bed. The great thing is you don't have to fight over the duvet between the two of you.
Plenty of duvet. It looks like the magazines then. If you ever look in your duvet thinking, why doesn't it drape like the magazines? They always put a bigger duvet on. And it also means you can hide things under the bed because it drapes nicely and no one can see under the bed, so it's really handy.
Who have you got under there?
Not a person, my shoes and
That's
things.
where he was.
Oh, you're home early, darling. He's under the bed, nobody knows.
Good work.
So please do make sure you get onto our website. You can order on the phones and the website, entirely up to you. If you are using the website, you have got PayPal Pay in 3 as well, which allows you to split the cost of the duvet, including your delivery as well, which is fabulous. And it's all, you can see how to set that up whilst you're on our website as well.
So much for you to shop for. Not only have we got the duvets, we've got the mattresses, we've got the pillows, we've got the pillowcases, a real silk solution. Lots of you are going for multiple items, and if you are doing that and you want to spread the cost, remember if you register for PayPal Pay in 3, or if you've already got an account, between £30 and right up to £2,000, you can split the cost into 3 payments.
So that's if you're buying the silk pillowcase, if you're buying the pillow, if you're buying the duvet, you can split all of those and split more together if you like. Now we're going to look at our pillows next, talking about our duvets and how amazing silk is to sleep under. So we're now talking about a pillow. So this we're sleeping on.
Yes.
So why is a silk pillow so good?
So really the same with the duvet. The key ingredient will be for temperature regulation. That's what silk's designed to do.
You get horrible hot sweaty heads, bed hair,
absolutely.
Really dampness around the neck from some
If you strip it right back with your actual bed, for example, when we go to bed, what are the things that give us a disturbed night's sleep? What can we do to improve our sleep with things that we have no control over? There's lots of things we can control over. For example, noise is something that we actually can control potentially. We can play the radio, or we can perhaps ask somebody to turn a television down next door and things like that. We can create our sleep environment. Temperature is something else that we also can control, but it's up to us depending on what we're sleeping on. If we control it badly, it means we're probably sleeping under a man-made, like a hollow fibre or something like that. Now, by controlling it badly, what I mean is that if you sleep under a duvet or sleep on a pillow where there is no room for that temperature, that heat coming from your head to escape, it is going to sit in the pillow. Every single pillow, everywhere across the world, we sweat in. There is not a single pillow that has been created or designed that we're not going to sweat into. But it's what happens next. What happens to that sweat? Does it just stay in the pillow, or is it dissipated into the atmosphere? That is what silk does perfectly. Not only will it dissipate your sweat into the atmosphere, it'll actually draw it off the skin. So it will take the heat away from areas of your body that are really, really warm. They'll take it, they dissipate it out into the atmosphere so it breathes, it keeps breathable. So with a pillow, I always say with any pillow I talk about, there are 3 key components. One is temperature. That's what silk works best at, better than any other natural fibre in my opinion, in wicking away moisture and keeping you cool. Secondly is support. Now this is a different type of support than other pillows that you'll see me come and talk to you about. This is a natural support. If you prefer a softer pillow, this is definitely the pillow for you, because what silk has the ability to do is to mould itself to you. It moulds itself to your head, to your neck, to your shoulders, so it will be malleable and keep you in a position that keeps you nice and comfortable. Support being hugely important. But silk will always go back to its original shape for where it was as well. So it will come back and give you that bounce back.
And you can see that.
You
can see
that coming back.
I'm going to question the fact that we can wash our duvet.
Yes.
So can we wash our pillows?
Yep, we can wash our pillows as well.
That's amazing, isn't it?
So longevity-wise, this is an incredible pillow. Most pillows that I've spoken to you about before, pillows that I've brought to this channel as well, it's about integrity, it's about being honest. I can't sleep on every single pillow. I can point out good factors, bad factors. The majority of pillows, I encourage people when we talk about pillows to change your pillow. Well, the Sleep Council recommend anywhere between 6 months and 2 years. For me, 6 months is way too early. 2 years is way too late. I would recommend you change your pillows every 18 months, apart from if this is your pillow, because you don't need to change it. You really don't, because you can wash it. If it was broken silk, if it was blended silk, if it was cut silk, I wouldn't recommend you wash it. I really wouldn't. The label may say wash it, this is just my own opinion.
Yep.
But because this is unbroken silk all the way throughout here, and because it's got the longevity, because it's been proven, I've met with people. I've only had my mulberry silk duvet, for example, for 3 years. That's the length. You've had yours for 20.
20 plus.
I met people who have had their pillows for 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
That if you, please wash them,
Yes.
but have washed them over and over and over again. Tumble dried them on a low heat. And the key thing with a pillow after you've washed it, because it's comfortable, right? The key thing, the worst thing for me, I don't know about you both with pillows, is that they change their shape.
Yeah, and
That's the worst bit, and they bunch.
Normally they go
This
horrible.
is designed not to do that, purely because that silk is unbroken.
It will look as you see it now. That's
Yes,
how
that's
it
how
will
it comes
be.
out, yeah.
And you can wash it time and time
Yeah.
and time again. And I think that is so good, because when you look what can actually be in your pillows, and if you just think about having a cold and you've slept, perhaps you've spent a day in bed and you've been coughing and your nose has been running.
Well, we
and
know.
you're dribbling through the night
Yeah.
onto your pillow. You know what pillows can be like. Sometimes in even a hotel, you take a pillowcase off and you think, oh no, that's somebody else's.
Somebody else has dribbled on.
Whereas with this, the great thing is, if you have got that cold, throw it in the washing machine and you know that you've washed that through, and it'll feel fresh and new again. It's a bit like, for me, I always feel with silk, it's like having that clean bedding on. There's something it makes me feel very hygienic.
Yeah, well,
silk.
the fact that you can continually wash it, like Alex said, if you put it out on the line and let the UV light get to it, that natural revitalisation that you get there. The prices on these, you've loved these tonight. £40 down from £60, so you've got a £20 saving. If you've not shopped with us before, you just register online. You just need the item number at the top, 024035. In fact, let's remind you how easy it is to order.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV.
It is so easy to shop with us here on Shop on TV, either on the website, shopontv.co.uk, or of course on the phones as well. We've got incredible products tonight. This, I really do believe, is going to help you get that better night's sleep. And Serenity, actually a brand that is exclusive to us here at
Shop on TV, yeah. And the great thing is, you've got products that are exclusive at great prices that we're bringing you with great savings. Our buyers are out there right now. 24/7, they're finding you those products that you love, that you've loved in the past, and now we're bringing you great products across the board. So first of all, the details on the screen are still for that pillow. It's a silk surround pillow with a core support in the middle, isn't it?
It is. So all the benefits of silk that we've talked about. So it's 100% breathable. So if you do also, you get that hot sort of sweaty head, or that hot sweaty hair, or like bed hair in the morning, you've got the breathability. The fact it will go in the washing machine as well is fantastic.
You can wash your pillow.
And you can tumble dry it as well. There's a core support in there, so it does give you this beautiful support, but it is that breathability. That pillow will never be too hot or too cold. Have you ever turned your pillow over in the summer because you're trying to find a cold spot, and in the winter sometimes your pillow just feels so cold? It's always going to be that right temperature, and nice to think that it is something natural as well.
Great packaging, great gift, everything delivered in time for Christmas. Lots of you are adding the silk pillows in with the silk duvets that we've got. A real silk solution we've got for you tonight. If you are going for those duvets, remember we still have all 4 sizes. We've got single through to Super King, starting at £139. It's always the same item number. You just choose which size you want to go for. So 084484. You can see our duvet there, and it is a lighter weight duvet.
It is. You'll be really surprised when it arrives, because it'll be a lot lighter and thinner than the duvet you've probably got at the moment. But put it onto the bed and just see for yourself. See how it drapes drapes over you, it cocoons you. You'll never have any hot spots or cold spots. And if you sleep very differently to your partner, perhaps your partner is always very hot through the night, you're always cold, you want a blanket on, they always want to kick the duvet off, you'll find it will work with your body temperature, helps regulate your body temperature, so keeping you both at that perfect temperature all night long.
When you're too hot, it dissipates the heat through all those natural fibres. When you're too cold, it locks the warmth in for you.
All year round as well.
Yeah.
So this is your duvet for right now to keep you warm in these really cold, we have some terrible
weather,
snow, haven't we, in areas, so keeping you warm right now. But then as you get into the summer next year, it's the duvet that's going to keep you cool and you're not going to overheat in. So
you don't have to have two duvets. You don't have to put one duvet away, get the other duvet out. That's a year-round duvet.
Beautifully
all sizes.
boxed as well. Yeah. So if you are thinking perhaps as a gift idea, perhaps you've got a wedding coming up or someone's moving into a new home, or treating yourself, put that old duvet on the spare bed. You have the new duvet on yours.
Yeah,
definite.
good stuff. In front of you, Hayley, though,
Yes.
This is the latest addition to your silk collection, isn't it?
The pillowcases. And I didn't realise until I worked with Mulberry Silk and Serenity and these silk pillowcases what a difference this can make. We can't tell you a great deal, but do your own research. It's all about the properties of silk and what silk contains. So if you go onto the internet and just put into the internet, what are the benefits of a silk pillowcase? Have a look at the celebrities who travel with on planes with silk pillowcases. Yep. If you got anybody that loves their skincare, loves their hair, honestly, this could be the perfect present for them. You'll be blown away what a difference.
I think that's a great present for anyone who you struggle to buy for because they've got everything and you're always like, what am I going to get them? This would be brilliant. And maybe if you're going for the full collection, the duvet and the pillows, 4 colours to choose from, which is quite unusual. We always only had white before. This one has been really popular. And we're calling this Desert Dream.
It's like a sort of champagne-y gold, which is absolutely gorgeous. A good sort of neutral colour that's going to go with browns. It's going to go with bright colours. It's going to work.
It'll look good against your white bedding as well.
All and everything.
And then your other 3 colours.
I love the sage.
Sage is really
that sage green is stunning. This is lovely as well, the Arctic ice. That's like, in some lights, if that was against greys, that would look like a silvery grey. But if you put that against a blue, it's going to look more blue. So it's going to work again with loads of colours. And then you have got your white option there as well.
£35, £10 off our usual price. If you want to go for those, 001108 is the item number there. You'll see there's a little QR code in the corner of the screen. If you want to scan to shop, that'll take you straight through to the website and you'll see all our products, won't you?
You will. You'll see everything we've got on the hour. You can see our previous shows as well. But go to our hour, you'll find we have got as well our mattresses, which are absolutely incredible. Can you imagine sleeping on silk? We've been telling you about all those wonderful qualities. The fact it's breathable, and then think of the comfort of silk, and that's mixed in as well with individual pocket springs. They really have been so popular and come with a 10-year warranty as well. We've got hundreds of pounds of savings on those mattresses, so do check those out whilst we have got the stock available. But really lovely to have you with us. But sadly, coming towards the end of the show,
isn't it?
How did that happen? I don't know where the time has gone, and the stock has gone as well. We've only got around about 5 minutes left, and we are going to just finish very quickly with our silk pillowcases, because these have been so popular since the start of the show, and it's just mentioning them.
It's lovely to have an array of colours here as well, as you said earlier. We've got Desert Dream, which is this lovely golden kind of champagne-y colour here. You've got your natural white, but it's like a very crisp pearl white. We've got the ice. Is it Arctic ice? We're calling this. It's like a kind of like a light bluey colour, and then at the back here,
like a bluey silver grey.
Yeah, really, really lovely. They're 100% mulberry silk, both sides, so all the way around their silk pillowcases. On the inside, though, they've got a cotton backing. That's really important because it means they'll grip on to your pillow. It means they're not going to slide around everywhere. Please, if you get a chance, type into your search bars, what are the benefits of sleeping on Sericin? Not a silk pillow. You can type in silk pillowcase, but if you type in silk pillowcase, you'll get pictures of Madonna and Beyonce and people like that, and celebrities. The key thing is the Sericin. Sericin and what it can do for the benefits for our hair and for our skin. Unfortunately, that's all I'm allowed to say on that. But if you look, you'll see the benefits and why they've been so popular as well. And again, I also encourage people for an all silk, 100% AAA grade mulberry silk pillowcase. Check out the prices online as well. You pay a lot of money
Nothing
for them.
like these kind of prices that we've got for you tonight. £35 is our reduced price, should be £45. Silk on the outside, loads of benefits that we can't talk about, like you say, but that cotton backing, I think, again, it's great.
So that's on the inside of the pillow,
That's on the inside to hold the pillow, but the benefits you get on the outside as well is just because it's shiny and silkier, it doesn't tug at the hair. So it just even if somebody for someone who's got longer hair, as they turn over in bed, not to have that pulling, if it means that you're not getting a disturbed night's sleep, and it feels so lovely on your skin as well. I sometimes wake up, and if I haven't slept on silk, you know what it's like, I've got lines on my face from whatever the materials I've been sleeping on.
They call it that morning crease, don't they? And you wake up, and if you wake up late, I remember when I used to be a rep, and I'd wake up really late, like 10 minutes before I was due to do my visits, and I'd have all these creases on my face because I'd slept on cotton pillows, you know. This is going to help with that, isn't it? That's
hide all those secrets. No one will know that you slept late.
You're late.
You'll look fresh and wonderful. I can't guarantee that, not for sure, anyhow, but possibly. But do your own research why a silk pillowcase is so popular, so especially with celebrities as well. All the details on your screen, but don't forget we have other items from Serenity this evening as well, which of course is the Mulberry Silk collection. We've had the duvets, which have been really popular. We have got those in a single, a double, a king, and a king size, and a super king, I should say. They're all available, and sleeping under silk, the breathability, the way it regulates your body temperature.
Amazing.
The fact it's lightweight as well, it's not a heavy weight on you, but yeah, it made such a difference.
Just hearing how many of you have got all different items in your baskets right now. We are coming towards the end of the show. You can keep shopping after the show, but our advice is check out, confirm your orders, and get those deals whilst we've got them in stock.
And then don't forget, we have got our silk pillows as well. They have been massively popular. Great gift idea, but great for yourself. Sleeping on silk. Lots of you getting the pillows and the pillowcases, which is the perfect marriage. You've got a little core in there, so you've got this great support, but then the rest is these long strands of 100% AAA grade mulberry silk. Breathable. So not that horrible, hot, sort of sweaty head and that bed hair that you have. And the other thing I love about these, machine washable, like your duvet. So any accidents, or actually when you've had a cough or a cold and you've been in bed perhaps for a couple of days, you can throw those in the washing machine, which is brilliant. Now, we're back tomorrow.
We are. We've got a fabulous skincare range for you tomorrow night. So please do join us. Shop on TV on ITV1 every evening between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. But we'd better say thank you to the main man who's joined us tonight, the lovely Alex Knowles. Thanks for joining us, Alex.
Thank you for having me.
Our own little silkworm over there.
What a great description. He calls himself the Pillow Man. I don't know what that's about. So thank you to you for joining us. And remember, you can shop 24/7 with us at Shop on TV, whether it's the website or the phones.
So we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. There's loads more coming up, but join us again tomorrow after midnight. We'll see you then.
See you later.